with a little bit of money spent up front, you're going to save things long term if you think about it, right? You're going to have better practices around governance. I talked to a few fund managers. The biggest deals that they regret are generally ones where they go off script or don't stick to their governance around deal profiles and really kind of take a flyer on something that might be off the ESG playbook. So, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, right? The long-term vision, not just putting it on paper, but sticking to it and really adhering to it, and not just on the E side, right? There's a lot of that E focus right now, but I think the folks that focus on the G side are really starting to put strategic vision around how they want to look, not just now, but 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road from their portfolio perspective.
I think for the most part, there is sort of aggregation towards the fact that having a strong ESG strategy or strong, way of integrating ESG metrics and data into your strategy typically leads to enhanced performance. It leads to top line growth. It leads to cost reductions, of course. It leads to more of a longer term vision. So when you think about it, right, the way to accrete the most value is to sort of think of everything with a short, medium, long-term vision, and the more that you can plan towards that long-term vision. So reducing your energy consumption, reducing your water intake, reducing costs that are associated with typical ESG types of factors is going to lead towards that longer-term view, which they found in many different studies leads towards enhanced performance and value creation. So I think a lot of the companies that I'm speaking with, a lot of the folks that we are working with, are taking these studies, this information to heart, and are really trying to translate it now into actual decision-making values and metrics that they can use on their day-to-day operations. And I think also from the customer perspective, right, you want to make sure that you're attracting customers, but also not losing customers, right? Because I think there's a lot of kind of negativity these days with companies that seem to just disregard a lot of ESG factors, regardless of whether they're, whether they're regulated to do so. But, you would lose access in some cases to some customers that just, want a company that is incorporating these types of things. So it's kind of managing both sides at the same time.